Okay, so we're back again. We have a little Petter AA1 Alcon water pump with us today. Now, I bought this off the back of another purchase at an auction. I went to collect this little Jap 2-stroke engine, which I haven't done a video on yet. And in the end, he had this, as well as a few other Petter diesels, some other little Villiers engines and stuff. But this one kind of caught my eye, and the story is that it's not been run for about 30 years, as that was when he remembers it appearing, probably 20-30 years ago, and it was the son of the guy that bought it. So it was, funnily enough, from the same auction as the one I bought it, the original engine from, the little Jap. So yeah, done kind of full circle in some ways. And basically it was, yeah, there, wanted a new home, and he wanted 40 quid for it. And I thought, you know what, it's worth a punt. It's all complete, bar the hoses. It all turned over, had a bit of compression, and yeah, so ended up going back and picking it up with the truck, and here she is. So annoyingly, when I got it back, we thought we'd have a play with it, see if it would go. And it did, but I didn't film it. So that was last Saturday, and well, today's Sunday, but this weekend I'm going to get it running for you guys now that I've got it back to my lockup, and we'll see how well it starts. It took a while. What I needed to do was essentially I took a bit of fuel from the tank, or from a jug, and poured it down the primer, just to get it firing a few times. It was clinking when you span it over. The injection pump was working, but obviously it being sat for so long and it had some air in the system, it needed a good bit of help with it. But sure enough, it fired up, and it ran all right. But obviously we haven't got water going through the pump, so I won't run it for too long, and chances are I believe it's a diaphragm pump, so chances are it's going to be knackered anyway, but it all moves freely, and I'm not going to run it for too long, but I thought I'd show you guys it running. So yeah, it took about 4 attempts of putting some fuel down the primer, but in the end it did go. What we'll do, we'll set you up here, look all right, and we've got a tripod today, so that makes for nicer filming. Rope. Like I say, I've not run it in a week, so we'll see how she goes. Put the decompressor on, fuel set to on. If we can hear that clinking, and that's the injector pump working. So I have no doubt that this thing will either start first or second pull, because these old Petters they're built differently, you know, they don't take a lot to get going, unless it's freezing cold. I say, I didn't reckon it would take a lot to get going. As soon as that pinking noise or chinking noise that you can hear from the injector pump is working, it tends to be a good identification, indicator, that's the word, indicator that it will run. But yeah, I'm quite chuffed with it for 40 quid. Can't really go wrong. The only thing is obviously because it's running a pump, it doesn't have a manually operated governor, so you can't really speed it up unless you, I assume, tighten that. I suppose you can slow it down and speed it up by threading that in. But nonetheless, she's a nice little engine, and that's not bad for sitting there for a week and cold. I put my hand on the exhaust just to kind of prove that it was. I should have done that before, but yeah, not bad. She could do with a bit of a clean. Definitely wants an oil change soon. It's got oil, but it's a bit black. And here's the information. It's a 2x3 pump. Does 2,300 gallons per hour. It's got 35 feet of head. And it's a 734/107 spec, or number, pump number. What does it say on this one? Operating instructions. Turn grease cups. Maximum operating total head must not exceed 35 foot. But yeah, so at some point I'll whip the pump apart and see if it's still intact or whatnot. Those grease cups probably won't refilling with grease, but yeah, I'm in search of a new air filter. I know they're available. I think I might have found one, so put a new one of them in. I took that out before I gave it a run last week, but yeah. Anyway, I thought you guys might like to see it, so here it is. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.